Hello and welcome to week 13. So, I don't know about you, but I just continue to be amazed at how quickly the time is flying by. We only have a few more weeks before we get to the end of the semester, and so you are definitely getting close to the finish line. So, first, I wanted to congratulate you on the journals that you've been doing so far. It is absolutely apparent that you are not only understanding the material, but more importantly to me, you're understanding how to apply the material. Really, the entire purpose of the section of the textbook that deals with the domains is for us to understand that we're teaching the whole child. We're not just teaching them reading and writing. We need to make sure that we are improving their physical skills. We want to make sure, obviously, that we are helping them in the cognitive domain. But it's also going to be just as important that we're helping them learn how to control their emotions, how to get along with other people, how to improve their creativity. So that's really the entire reason that I tried something different with the journals is I wanted you to be able to take the information and to be able to apply it. So I hope that you're enjoying the videos just as a way to actually see what's happening with children as we're looking at each of these domains. So this week we're moving into what is my favorite domain, which is language development. So if you've had me for any classes, you know that language and literacy in young children is definitely my passion because I truly believe that if children aren't able to read, then they're actually going to be held up in other areas as well. For instance, if a child in elementary school is taking a science test, but they can't read the instructions, they're actually going to fail simply because their language and literacy skills were not where they needed to be. So having these skills is fundamental and foundational to being successful in all other areas of their academic career. So this week when you go into Blackboard, you're going to see this first video. This is one of my favorite I Love Lucy's, and I know that most of you probably have not seen I Love Lucy, but this is to me just a perfect example of why the English language is so difficult. So obviously, as we're helping children learn how to read and write and be proficient in all of their language skills, we have to remember that the English language truly does not make sense. So we have exceptions to just about every rule, and so that in itself makes it difficult, especially for English language learners. So this is just to give you a little laugh and remind you that our language is rather difficult. So when you go into the rest of the folder, you'll see that I've put the milestones in here before. And just as a reminder, the language and literacy domain is the blue section in the milestones. And so you will see that there are 5 strands in language and literacy. And so really what I want you to notice is we're looking at the entire range of language and literacy skills. So it's not just about being able to identify the letters of the alphabet. We're also looking at writing. We're looking at comprehension, which I think is so critical for children. But we're also looking at listening and speaking. These skills are extremely important as they're going throughout their academic journey. And so we want to make sure that even as we're working with infants and toddlers, that we are helping them develop their listening and speaking skills. So these are the 5 strands: phonological awareness, alphabetic knowledge, print awareness, and concepts. And so you will be able to see that as you go through the chapter and as you watch the video, you will see that we're really trying to meet all of these. So within here, you have your PowerPoint as usual. And so the same thing is going to happen this week. There's one video for you to watch. And so then when you're done with that, you can complete your journal. Also, don't forget that your observation is due by the end of this week. So make sure that you've checked the requirements, that you're filling out the chart completely, and make sure that your summary is more than just a few sentences saying, I really enjoyed my time in this classroom. I think they're doing a great job. The entire purpose of doing these assignments is to actually learn how to analyze the environments that you're seeing. So spend some time on your summary Definitely talking about the things that they did well, but maybe some things that they didn't do so well, and some suggestions that you have for them. So I'm not really looking for you to give me a rundown of what you did while you were in that particular classroom. I'm really looking for you to synthesize the information that you put in your chart. So I think that takes care of this week. Enjoy learning about the language domain. I hope you become as passionate about it as I am, although we should be passionate about all of the domains. But I think that what you will find as you go along on your path to become a teacher is that we also have our own strengths. And so writing happened to be one of mine, which is why I enjoy teaching it so much. So you should be getting passionate about the different things that you can teach children. Again, early childhood is birth to 8. So anything that you're passionate about, they're going to become passionate about. So have fun learning about language, and I will see you when we get to the next domain.